One thing about artistry is you got to make music even when you don't feel like it. You know, there's times where when you reach momentum and you have intense power, intense growth. For example, on TikTok, guys, I grew 100,000 followers in one day. Yes, I've gained 100,000 followers in one day before. But you know what it took to get there? It took me when I was 17 years old, literally sitting in my room like, okay, I gotta go make a video, and I don't know how I'm gonna hit my goals this year, but I'm just gonna make a video every single day, and I'd make that video. I spend all day working on that video, editing it, and then I drop it, and then if it doesn't get any views, it gets like 11 views, and they're all by me. And it took that same level of fanaticism and enthusiasm and persistence to get to the point where your momentum, you end up gaining 100,000 followers in one day. But what did it take? It took skill and it took mastery, and that takes 10,000 hours. You don't need 10,000 hours to be successful. In fact, you'll be surprised, guys, at 100 hours or 500 hours of a certain skill, you'll be surprised how much your life changes. It already seems to normal people like you're a master. Now imagine at 5,000 hours. Now imagine at 6,000, imagine at 1,000 hours. Your whole life could change. For all my teenagers or my young men or people who are older, young women, I don't believe you're old until you reach 50, and then even 50, I believe that's prime age for a human. So, if you're younger than 50, consider yourself young. So, basically, everyone watching this, understand that your journey, you're really at the beginning of your lives. Your lives are just getting started. And you got to understand that when you push through the work, especially on days where you don't feel like it, you create something called neuroplasticity. Your brain begins to you get double points on the days you don't feel like doing something. Those cloudy, those rainy days where you don't feel like working, where you don't feel like making those beats, where you don't feel like writing those songs, you don't feel like making those and posting those videos, you don't feel like streaming, you feel tired. Those are the best days. You get double points. You know why? Because that's when your brain goes back to old neuroplastic habits. And so those are the days your brain is susceptible for change. And that's when your skill compounding increases tenfold. That's why at 100 hours of practice of anything, you already are ahead of 99% of the population. And then you're really only competing against a few thousand people in the entire billions of people on Earth after you get over 100 hours of skill in something. And that's the reality of it. So now imagine 10,000 hours. It's actually impossible to fail your dreams. It's impossible to fail your dreams if you actually try. And that's the thing most people don't understand, because they think it's luck. The luck was being born with a competent brain in a first world country. And if that was you, and even if you're in a third world country, if you're smart enough to watch a video like this, guess what? You're already blessed. You're already lucky. So now the next step is just actually trying. And actually trying is putting 10,000 hours of something. It'll take you about 8 to 10 years to do that. That's okay. If you're starting your mid-20s, that means you'll be in your 30s. You're young. You're starting in your 40s? That means by the time you're in prime age in your 50s, you're a master. And now you have the skill set to be successful. That's really what it takes, 10,000 hours. My favorite book is Mastery by Robert Greene. And Mastery talks about how it takes 10,000 hours to master something. If you're talented, maybe 9,000. But there's no skipping steps. And so just understand that. But along the way, you're going to see how things compound. And so have that level of patience and have that long view in your mind, and to persist on the days that you don't feel like it, because those are the days you get double points and you can make something that you want happen even faster. You know what, guys? I think it's time to tell you, I manifested 119,000 subscribers on YouTube. I was meditating back in 2023. I had 7,000 subscribers on YouTube at the time, and I was meditating, and in my meditation, I was like, okay, I have 119K. How do I feel? I feel so excited. I feel so excited. Actually, no, I think it feels kind of normal. I'm just focused, right? All I did was visualize myself hitting 119K. And then years later, I hit it. But here's the thing. Now that I'm at this point, I feel numb. I'm like, okay, we're just getting started. And now the visualization is ahead of where I'm at now. Now I know that when I hit my new goals, like when I hit a certain goal on YouTube, Spotify, everything, that I'm gonna feel the same way I feel now, which is just numb focus, excitement. Some days I don't feel like doing it, I'm tired. Oh, good, juicy. Oh, yeah, push through, take it, pause, pause. But you lock in and you push through. And I promise you, when you're a millionaire and you're watching this and you achieved all your goals, you're gonna still feel like it's not enough. And that's okay. That's okay. But enjoy the beauty of the process right now and master those small skills. If you're getting 100 views and that's all you have, or you have less than 100 subscribers and you're watching this, you're trying to grow your subs, you're trying to grow your monthly listeners, that's great, because now every time you gain a new listener or a new subscriber, that means, holy shit, you just went up 10%. That's right. You just upgraded 10% every single time. It's even easier to reach big goals. It's even easier to reach goals. You're able to see the fruits of your labor much faster. When you're at 1 million subs, then when you gain 10,000 subs, you're like, oh, it's just 10,000 subs. You know what I'm saying? Like, just 10,000 subs. When you have 100 subs, you're like, holy shit, 10,000. So that's the trade-off for when you make it big, is that now you're at it's much harder in the sense that you got to be more skilled. You got to have that cemented skill. So master the early process. Get those reps in the gym right now, because then when you reach that Olympic level, you're against Olympic level athletes, and every small mistake compounds, like Goku versus Frieza. Whenever Goku made a mistake against Frieza, Frieza immediately exploited it. Whenever Frieza accidentally hesitated on a punch, boom, Goku's right there. Boom, right in the face. Need him right in the face. Right away. That's what it takes. So to reach that flow state, you got to kill it small and don't skip any steps. You know what I'm saying? All the fundamentals. Now let's go cook up. Yes, Dada. All right, ready? Okay. All right. At my meet and greet, you pull up to me in a wheelchair and you don't get up. All right. Understood? That's the rule, okay? That's the only way you're allowed in my shows. All right. We're gonna pick this. Ooh, this one sounds clean. Let's see how this one sounds. Oh yeah, if it's weird, then it's meant to be in my song, because I'm a weird person, but a cool kind of weird. You found that? You gotta teach them while they're young, or else they'll get old, and then you can't teach. It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. You know what I'm saying? You gotta teach them how to behave. You know? Actually, it's really out of love. The belt was more to help him. It hurt me more than it hurt him. For me, my friend. Let's go. Alright, ready? Let's go. Toca la canción.